Kia ora, Canterbury, and welcome to Canterbury Live on Wednesday, the 22nd of October. Well, this morning we headed out to Oxford. Yes, good old Oxford, and joined the Oxford area school out there and wanted to give them a big shout out. We had a wonderful day with them. It's a fantastic school. The community spirit is just amazing, and what an awesome drive. Seriously, we have some of the most beautiful countryside right here in Canterbury. Another place that's worth a visit is Horata, and yes, the Highland Games. Yep, that's great. I can see David Clearwater in the corner of my eye is getting his kilt out right now. The Highland Games is happening on the 8th of November, and we have a family pass to give away, and all you need to do, there it is there, thank you Davey, is call through to 033777 033 Marianne, or go to our Facebook page. Make sure you like us, leave your details. It's as simple as that. A great day out for the family. Well, coming up on today's show, we have an amazing platter that's teasing us over in the corner from Merivale Trattoria. Martin is in here to talk about all those amazing platters they can put together for Cup Week. Yeah, sounds good, doesn't it? And Elite Pest Control help us out with all those pesky little critters that are coming in now because of summer. We head out on location to Rangiora Vet, and we also find out exactly how that wonderful Christchurch's leading entertainment venue, Christchurch Casino, was, what happened and how it evolved. So really good stuff. But first up, he's an old friend of CTV, and one of mine actually, I can say, and that's why I get so much stick. It's David Clearwater. Welcome, my friend. How you doing?
Oh, I'm always good, you know that.
Father of the bride.
Oh yeah, that's coming up in 14 months.
Jeepers, mate, you have to paint a few more houses then to pay for it.
Oh yeah, we need that phone to keep ringing for that one. I think the orders are coming in from my daughter already. What she
Are they
wants.
really?
Oh yeah, what she wants
goodness.
and what she's going to get could be a wee bit of a sticky point there for either her or me.
Oh wow. Hey, you should only get married once.
That's what we says. We'll do it once. We'll try our best.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah.
And doing your best is, in fact, that could be the motto of your business, really, because you always are doing your best.
Well, we try to. Yeah, that's what we try to do, and I keep talking to the guys all the time and keep explaining to them, hey, we have to do our best because over 50% of our work is referrals. So, and for repeat business. So if you don't do a good job, they're not going to ring you back. And so it comes down to the guys really. Do a good job once, get a good name, and then we don't have to worry and stress of where the next day's work's going to come from.
It's really important to you, isn't it, Dave, about having the right people?
Oh, absolutely. And sometimes I feel as if we do go through a wee bit of staff, especially the young ones. We've got some good young ones, but we've had some rat bags come through, and you just got to weed them out. We stick with the good ones, and that's what makes us cut above the rest.
Yeah.
We got a lot of older staff, our age. They love doing what they do, and that's the secret. If you enjoy doing what you do, you'll make a good job.
Oh, it's simple, isn't it? And don't put yourself down about the rat bags and things, because all businesses, all businesses have that, not just Clearwater. Tell us now, for all the viewers at home, exactly, give us a breakdown of what you actually do.
Oh, look, we can do everything from painting, obviously, fixing roofs. We can organise carpet layers. We can do flooring. We can do kitchens, bathrooms. We've got one kitchen at the moment that got completed yesterday. We've got 3 bathrooms on the go at the same time at the moment. I just priced another one this afternoon. We're going to get that, and that's our kids actually. We talked about that, working for free for the family. But yeah, they want a bathroom done, so I told them go get the bits and we'll do it for you. So we can do all sorts of different things, everything to do with your home, with home maintenance. So if it's home, anything in the building line, plumbing line, electrical, flooring, walls, ceilings, aluminium windows, conservatories, fix a fence if you want a fence fixed. We can basically do, because we've got our own builders, and we've got our couple of good labourers here that have been with me. Well, Ed's been with us 10 years. So, and they've got a vast skill of what they can do. So we can do everything in your home, really.
Dave, do you find that people leave things, like a little thing, then adds up to another little thing, then another thing, then it becomes a big thing? Yeah,
all the time. We all do it. I do it too. We leave it till it's too late.
Well, that's dead right. So should we actually be coming in at that little thing and do it gradually?
Oh, absolutely. And a classic one is painting your roof, because people leave them too long, and the longer you leave it, the more work you've got to spend on it, and the more water blasting, the more primer, the more paint, the more repairs that have to be done to get it up to good standards. So the idea is, and with the new colour steel, and I keep pushing it, they need to be painted in the first 15 years. But if you leave it for 20 years or 25 years, you're not going to get a good a job as you would if you did it at 15 years down the track. And it's the same with everything. really. You know, you've let your carpet go too far, you end up replacing not only your carpet, but your underlay. So, yeah.
But the best
Same,
thing to do, yeah, exactly. But I guess when you're, and we talked about it last time, is that when you're in your own home, you get used to things not being right.
Well, you get in a
don't
comfort
you?
zone, and we're the same. You know, we're the same at home. You get in a comfort zone. You know, it's like a half flat tire in your car, and I better put a ear in it. I better put a ear in it. And then you go to put a ear in it, and oops, it was a bit late. You know, and we all do it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we all do it. That's just Kiwi syndrome, I think.
And the beauty with you, Dave, is that when we call you, you can come out for a non-obligated.
Never ever charge to come and give a
exactly.
quote. Never charge for a quote. Never charge for my time. My time never gets charged for anything. And I basically run the jobs and look after the jobs. I do all the quotations and set it all up and get it all running. And then Erin looks after the tradesmen on the day. Yeah.
What's the biggest thing that comes back to you? I mean, you talked about word of mouth, but what's the biggest thing that your customers say about Clearwater?
Oh, they're so happy with the tradesmen. They like the guys and the girls that come in, because we don't only just employ guys, it's girls as well. And we do. We're very, very good wallpaper and paper hangers. And we do get a lot of our work are over 60-year-olds, and they're the ones that watch CTV, obviously. And they say, the customers say to me, they don't even know the tradesmen are there. And that's really good, because we don't invade people's personal space. We move their furniture out of the way, we put it back when we're finished. We're clean, we're tidy, everything's covered, you know, floors are covered, plastics are done, and they're happy to have us there, and they're really happy at the end.
Yep, thanks, Dave.
And they got a nice job.
Yep, it's all about service first, and there it is, Clearwater Painting, Renovating and Decorating. Phone 0800 766 378. Now we have the Christchurch Casino. We see where it all began. 30 Victoria Street, Christchurch, home to Christchurch Casino. It opened its doors to the public on Friday, 4th of November 1994. This was precluded by an invitation-only gala evening on the 3rd of November. Architects Warren and Marnie, designers of the Christchurch Town Hall, were commissioned to design this iconic 43,998 square foot Christchurch Casino complex. Warren and Marnie early work was seen as the birth of a Christchurch style of architecture. Modern, concrete designs where the form evolved from the function and use of the building. After a 3-year construction phase with the help of Lunds & Sons Limited, New Zealand's first casino, Christchurch Casino, opened. This brought over 400 career opportunities, applicable product purchases being sourced from local companies, and a premier entertainment destination to Christchurch. Christchurch has had its challenges with the earthquakes, and with Christchurch Casino being in the central business district, doors did close while being located in the red zone after the February 22, 2011 earthquake. The reopening to the public on the 26th of May 2011 was definitely a positive step to be able to bring back an entertainment venue to the central city. Always changing and adapting to the market, restaurants and bars have come and gone through the years, from Caesars to what is now Monza Sports Bar, or you may remember the Grand Cafe's handcrafted murals and buffet-style food offerings, which have been superseded by the contemporary style of the grand chandeliers and mirrors and a southern-style food menu. Christchurch Casino now operates 3 restaurants and 4 bars, with their latest addition, Machina Lounge, the transformed basement car park, which is a vibrant 500 square metre entertainment and functions venue, suitable for a large variety of events and live entertainment. During the first 20 years of operation, Christchurch Casino has hosted over 18.5 million guests complex-wide, and currently employs 485 staff, with 20 of them being 20-year long-term employees. Christchurch Casino looks forward to continuing to entertain, celebrate and support Christchurch and Canterbury. Good times there at the casino, and that's continuing after the break when we catch up with Martin from Merivale to tour.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, the naturopath here at Staywell Pharmacy. Working with the pharmacist, I use herbal and nutritional medicine to recommend natural alternatives for your health. This can be to counteract any side effects of your medication, general health advice, or natural options for you and your family. I'm also available for consultations. So come in and see us at Staywell Pharmacy, 27 Shands Road, Hornby. Staywell Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
Undergone home renovations? Looking for that special something to complete a room? Look no further than the hitching post. Their extensive range ensures you can find that special something. From plasma cut metalwork to candles, artwork, weather vanes, or even a customised gate. So come on down to the hitching post, 722 Marshland Road.
Action Removals, offering short or long-term storage facilities, full packing services, comprehensive rates, all fully insured and with 6 vehicle sizes to choose from. Earthquake repairs? Action Removals pack, move, store and return your valuable possessions stress-free. Action Removals, a family business that has been operating in Christchurch for over 10 years. Action Removals, your one-stop removal service on time, every time. 0800 222 526.
Sometimes it would be great if we had smell-o-vision because it is amazing here at the moment. And it's not Martin's aftershave. No, it's not. It's the treats he's brought in to us. And of course, this is Martin, who is the owner of European Butchery in Merivale, Trattua. So, welcome.
Thank you.
And I love it when people bring gifts of this pleasure. This is amazing. But just a little tease from your store, really, isn't it?
I always think you can talk about it, but it's more visible. The food should look good, so that's why
should. And
I brought a plate with me.
And when you walk in to your store, it is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's our trade, so we want to make sure that it looks good, that it is well presented, and a lot of people always make comments about it, but you do eat the stuff, so it needs to look attractive because you do buy with your eyes first.
Yeah, and you do eat with your eyes as well. So how long have you had the shop now?
We're now operating next month 22 years, so time goes fast.
And has it gone fast for you if you think back 22 years ago?
I remember when we took the brown paper off the window and started, the first day. And 22 years on, I spoke today to a lady, her daughter passed away, and she said it was nice she came to the funeral, and I said, she's part of us as well, because 22 years she shopped here. I remember the first day she came, and then, you just meet so many different people in 22 years, and it's part of retail as well. I
know you're very modest, he is very modest, but it is the service. I think that is the point of difference, isn't it, really?
I think that on the end of the day you can make a good product, and we can everybody tries to make a good product, but you need to try to make sure that the customer feels there's something extra here. And what's very important, that you recognize the customer and that you also recognize what they like to eat and what the children like to eat, and then you can just give them better advice, and also you can make a nice product, but if you don't give the right advice on how to cook it, then it can ruin the product still.
Exactly, it's all about experience. Do you make all of the product on premise?
Yeah, we make about 75% of the products we sell on the premises. Things like maybe cheese and olives we don't, but there's anything from the casseroles to cakes. We make the fresh sausages, we trim and cut the meat, we make cakes, desserts, biscuits. All those things take time, but it's to be unique and be different. You need to make it yourself. They can't buy it anywhere else. We're not like, sometimes you go to a store and you see the same products where you can see in every other store, but what you buy from us is only for sale at our shop.
Exactly.
So it makes it unique.
Well, Martin, a very busy week's coming up, especially a very social week. It's Cut Week, and of course we love those boot parties and that, but I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered putting a platter together. What can I do?
You're not the only one. There's a lot of people who ring up and they ask, do you do finger food, or what can you do? And I want to spend so much money and so many people are coming. But often with finger food, we do club sandwich, we can do mini savouries, we can make little filos, but they're very time consuming. And of course, time costs money these days. And then a thing like an antipasta platter, what I brought along today, is much more sufficient, and that's enough for 10 people to eat on, to nibble on.
Oh,
and you have a big variety, and it is much cheaper. It's just quick to do. You can bring your own plate, we'll put it on your own plate, we can make it ready for you. And I mean, even if some people say, oh, they want to do it themselves, that's okay too. We only charge for what we use. We don't say it costs $5 or $6 per person, you know, or $10 or $15. It's just what we use, that's what you pay for.
Yeah.
And some people say, I don't like blue cheese in it, but then they like other things. So it's endless what you can do on it.
And that's the beauty of coming to your store. You can pick and choose and so forth. That's great.
And we have the bread, we've got bruschettas, so it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah, it is a one-stop shop. And all we need to do is actually call through to you or pop in and pick and choose what we would like for a platter, which is great. So make sure you go to Tour European Butchery. And Christmas, I know, I've said the C word, but it's just around the corner and this gentleman can look after your ham. Thank you so much, Martin. It's beautiful.
No problem, my pleasure.
Great.
I just want to say for people, if they order a platter up till show week, then I'll give free bread with it.
Oh, free bread from Martin. Good on you. Stay with us after the break. We catch up with Elite Pest Control.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference more mobility makes.
Blackwells has a proud history presenting leading vehicle brands, extensive backup and service for a total one-stop driving experience. Holden, Mazda and HSV new and used vehicle sales, servicing, parts, paint and panel, Isuzu truck sales and service, all together in one convenient location. More selection, more value, more quality and more reasons to make Blackwells your number one choice. Visit Blackwells today, corner Waterloo Racecourse Road, Sockburn, or online at blackwells.co.nz.
Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make your dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
Seeing them coming back into your house. Zzz, those damn flies. What's all that about? Gary and Dawn, you're here to help us and solve this problem, the flies and the spiders as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The flies are one of the hardest things to control because, as you say, they just fly through. So we've found over the years when people's perception was, I want a spider and fly job done, and you'd spray the property for that, but because the flies just kept flying in, they were just not happy with the job. So we've separated now to, okay, you've got a spider job, that's a different type of process, but a fly job requires more. And we've got this product we use, and it contains a bait that we pop in there, and we put this by the rubbish tins, you know, the compost bin, the red and yellow bin, and the flies go in there, they're attracted to the bait. It smells a bit like Parmesan cheese. They suck on it and they fall over. And I've got a photo of a trial I did at a septic tank cleaning plant.
Oh, right.
And they had millions of flies there, and I sprinkled this bait around on the concrete, and within minutes there was just all these dead flies hanging around. So,
which is great.
Yeah, so it works fast and it's very effective and it lasts a long time. So we add that to a fly job. It's $40 for this. We'll install it for you by your rubbish tins, and it's just that you need that extra thing of flies. You need the spray, but you also need some bait, and we also recommend getting some type of robotic aerosol, like those aerosol that you spray every so often.
Yes. Just the ones at the supermarket?
They're fine, yeah. We can get them for you as well. That's not a problem. But yeah, those are good. So you've got a three-pronged attack. You've got the bait, the spray, and you've got the aerosol, and that will help get the flies under control.
And Dawn, a girly thing, but aesthetically, it looks okay because that's what we worry about, don't we?
Yes,
that it doesn't,
that's
doesn't
right.
stand out too much.
It
to our
doesn't
house.
stand out at all, and it's not installed up high at eye level anyway. So you want to install it where flies are feeding, which is normally about 6 or 7 inches off the ground. So it can sit right in behind the bins and you don't even need to see it.
And how do we clean them out? Is that simple?
Yeah, it's very simple. You just top comes off and it comes out. But you really wouldn't have to do much with it actually. The fly just drops on the ground, so other than the outside, giving it a wipe if you want to do, that's it really. Very, very, very good little product. And not used by many, in fact. They did bring them in, but no one used them, so we bring them in from Australia because we found them so effective. Yeah.
And $40, I mean, seriously, that is just such a nominal cost for such a permanent fixture as it would be. And as you said, and if you're really worried about your house, if you really are, you can paint it, couldn't you?
Yeah, you
can paint the outside and make it matching to the rest of the house. Yes, and so $40 for this product, and how much for us to come out for you to fit it there for us?
Depends on the size of the property, but we just include it with the fly job.
Yeah.
So, say for example, you've got a $195 fly spray job, then if you want that, we just add $40 to it and do it while we're there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, that's one thing. Dawn, if we call through to you to Elite Pest Control, you can talk us through, can't we? If we come to you with our problem, then you can actually assess exactly what we need for our house.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been doing it for nearly 10 years now, so I know exactly what they're talking about. I can visualise it in my head as they're asking me the questions, and I can answer them straight away. And often they just need a little bit of reassurance that it's going to work, that it's not going to be dangerous. How long is it going to take, and how long they need to be out of the house.
Yeah, which is a big thing too.
Yes.
Spiders, you know, pesky little devils they are, but a lot of them, especially in summer, as you said, the warmer period is coming now, isn't it? Yeah. What can you do for us?
Well, there's two issues with spiders. There's the nuisance spider that webs everything, and then there's the whitetail that people talk about, and the danger of being bitten by a whitetail. While there's varying ideas about how dangerous a whitetail is, people don't like them, especially if they've got young children. So with a whitetail spider, it's a little bit more involved. We do the normal spray, the barrier spray, and outside, and inside we focus on the areas where insects will be around light fittings. We also do fumigation and dusting in the ceiling. So it's a little bit more for a whitetail treatment, but for a straight spider treatment, a barrier spray outside is usually enough, and it's a little bit around the inside, keeping it to a minimum. You don't want to spray too much inside, and that will take care of the spiders. Spiders are quite easy because they crawl on surfaces, you know, and so as they crawl, they pick up the microns, they absorb it into their skin, and then they die. And so that's much more straightforward than a fly, which, you know, can be difficult to get the treatment to the fly is hard. But spiders is no trouble. Yeah.
And the wonderful thing, Dawn, also talking about the control, the chemicals, you really do care about the family, and you're very conscious about that, aren't you?
Very much so, yes. So we always send through a prep sheet via email for them to cover any of the children's toys, cots or beds, and put away any food that's on the surfaces in the kitchen, and explain to them what to do after the treatment, and usually they're very much assured.
Great, thank you both. Well, how do we get in contact? Very simple. We just need to call you on 0332 1962, a fantastic website, elitepestcontrol.co.nz. Yummy, yummy. Yes, I'm going to bite into this very shortly. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now we head out to Rangiora Vet and find out exactly what's happening there with Marcella. Have a great night. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And yum-o, it's all mine. See you tomorrow.
This week at the Rangiora Vet Centre, Marcella demonstrates a senior health check with a little help from Vinny the cat.
So this is Vinny. Vinny is a 10-year-old cat, so he's classified as a senior cat. Any cat over the age of about 8 is considered falling into the senior category and needs a little bit of extra care. So at the vets, with every cat, no matter what their age, we should see them every year for their general annual health check. But when they get to be about 8 and older, we like to do a little bit of extra with them just to prevent or try to slow the progression of some of the most common diseases we see with geriatric cats. A lot of complaints we hear from from owners about their cats is that they're drinking lots of water, they seem to be losing weight in the face of a really good appetite, they seem to be slowing down and grumpy and you know, not as active as they used to be. So what we do for a senior animal health check is we do a full exam on them. So for an older cat, we focus you know, from head to toe. We start with their teeth and look there. A lot of times older cats get dental disease that needs to be addressed, and we can do that here. And what we also check is the thyroid gland, which is a little gland that sits around the bottom of the neck, right on top of the trachea. And quite commonly older cats get a disease called hyperthyroidism, which is a treatable disease and at times curable if your cat is a good candidate. So in addition to the physical exam, we also will probably recommend that we run a little bit of blood work on a senior cat. And the value of that is that we can check for kidney function, we can check for liver function, look at glucose levels, and also at the same time assess urine. And the value of looking at urine is we can pick up kidney disease through the concentration of the urine. We can see, is there any glucose in the urine? Are there any white blood cells or red blood cells? Any bacteria indicative of a urinary tract infection? And all those things can be, you know, they can take quite a toll on an older cat. So we like to treat them before they become a problem. So then what we do is we move on to the tummy, and we have a feel inside, and we feel for any lumps or bumps in the, you know, in the stomach area. Feel what the liver feels like. Feel the kidneys, of most importance in older cats. Kidney disease is very common. Quite commonly in older cats, you'll notice they get their nails caught on things because the muscles that retract the claws become quite weak. Something we commonly see in cats with hyperthyroid disease, but it can happen for any reason. So what I'm going to do is just trim his nails. He's not a fan, but that's all right. And we're just trim the tips off so the sharp bits are gone, and then that prevents him from getting it caught. So another important aspect of a senior wellness exam on cats is to look at their eyes, looking for signs of ulcerations or anything going on at the back of the eye. So we have a look at the back and look and see if there's any abnormalities that we need to address. The most common conditions we see in geriatric cats are kidney disease, hyperthyroidism, and diabetes, and they all can have somewhat similar clinical signs to the untrained eye. So it is very much worth running the blood work at a fairly nominal cost.
Join us next week when Rebecca takes us through mobility problems in cats.